Dates in spreadsheets are often thought as really difficult to deal with, and they really can be. It can be really awkward, really annoying. They sometimes mess up the formulas you're trying to use, or something ridiculous like that. What I've done in this spreadsheet is I've exported the Taught by Humans LinkedIn posts for the past 6 months. There isn't that many, but the data format has come out American. So if you don't know, American dates go month, day, year. Dates in Britain where I live go day, month, year. So how you can kind of check, and how I always check what way the date is to look at days where the number's greater than 12. So for example, this one, that would be the 19th of December 2023. So we can't have a month that's 19. So it's always just good to check. So like for example, this one, the 9th of the 5th, 2023, that could actually be either way around. But what's really annoying is when the dates are like this, it's not always easy to extract things the way you want to. And I'm going to tell you, there's good ways to do this. I'm just going to add a column. So I'm going to right click on F and say insert a column to the right. There's interesting formulas and functions that can be used for this. So there's date, which converts year, month, day into an actual date format. We can also extract the day using day, which extracts the actual day from something. But if I do this, for example, it's going to error because it says it's not in the right format. And actually that's because I haven't formatted this as a date, which I can do by highlighting the column and say format, number, date. But because of the way this is, it doesn't actually help. So you notice this one got formatted because of the 9 and the 5, but that is actually, I think, the 5th of September, whereas this is thinking it's the 9th of May. So I'm just going to hit Command and Z just to avoid that because it causes a lot of problems. So one of the ways we can do this is just to keep this column at the minute is text, and just to make sure, I'm just going to go format number, plain text, just to make sure it's formatted as text, not a date or a number. And we can use they're called substring functions, so they're like how you cut up text into different chunks. And just to explain what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a few columns just by right clicking and hitting insert right. I'm actually going to do 4 to start with. So what we want, if we look at this date function again, and I'm just going to show you it here. So we want the year as 4 figures, the month as 1 or 2, depending, so no leading zeros, and then the day, and that will turn that into a date for us. So how we can get these, so if I just word year, month, day, date, that's what we're going to do. So to get the date, we're going to use a function called right. So this means from the right of this bit of text here, I'm going to take so many characters. So from the right of F3, I'm going to take 4 characters, which gets me the date, and it's going to fill it in for me, which is awesome. Similarly, from this one, we know the month is the start 2 characters. So I'm going to use a formula called left. So from the left of F3, I'm going to take 2, and these all have leading zeros. So luckily it's formatted like that. So if it wasn't, this might just be a 2, and we might need to do something more complicated. And the day we know is the middle, so we're going to use a function called mid. It's a little bit more complicated, so we're going to say F3. We're going to say what we want it to start at. So if we count, we've got 1, 2, 3, and we want to start on the 4th character, and we want it to bring back 2 characters. So again, we can hit enter, and that will bring back all of the components that we need to do this. So now if I use the date formula, I can say the date is the year, the month, and the day. And that is the date in the format I want it. I can then just check that it's the right format. So by going here and looking at the number to do it and rolling down until this one and see if they all, so they all shorten perfectly. So that's exactly what we want. Now, a little bit more complicated, but we can wrap all of this up as one formula. So it's a bit more advanced, and I sometimes do still do it out like this. But if I was, for example, to copy this right, and press escape when you're finished. So if we say equals date, I can actually put that formula in there instead of just referencing the cell. So I'll just do all the others again really quickly. So F3 and 2, mid, F3 and 4 and 2, and then make sure to put your closing bracket in, and I can hit enter and tap that down, and that's all worked. So now I've actually got the date that I want. And if I can now delete these 4 columns because I don't need them anymore, and just to check that that's worked, if I take this one and I filter on the condition of date is after, I want everything after the 1st of February this year, and I hit OK, I get very few. So I only get 5 back. So I'm just going to clear this. None. Okay. Now if I filter this one on conditions is after the exact date, 1st of Feb 2024. Okay. Let's just check. Oh, and I can change this to be count. Oh, so I actually get 10. So that's a few more than I had before. Oh, yep. So that's the best way to check and do the dates, is to use this formula, pulling in the data you need from the format you have and checking it was in the formula you think, the format you think it is to start with.